his Lunacorn archives, we will talk about Onion Boy. And we'll talk about Boogie and all the other shit. Let's start with the first suggestion, the first one under, what do you want to talk about, from Oz Khan. Talk about Onion Boy versus Hansen. This is the best timeline ever. All right, I've said it repeatedly. My opinion on Onision has always been the same. I think a lot of it is a gimmick. I think he plays a lot of it up to get money. I've seen him talk when it's not Onision, but him. And a lot of the shit he does is played up for views and clicks. Before the controversy started, his channel was going into a fucking death spiral. 20,000, 30,000 views a video. If he was lucky, he was getting that. That's it. That's the death spiral. Every content creator goes through it. I don't care how talented you are, how good your shit is. You've got a fucking clock ticking above your head. And Onision, it was 5 minutes to midnight. All right, he was 5 minutes to midnight. Those views were just dissipating. And all of a sudden, here comes Chris Hansen. And now what is he doing? Oh, he's doing a quote-unquote emotional breakdown video. And he's doing it every fucking day and raking in 100,000 to 400,000 views. What a great way to revive your channel. So just on principle alone, I don't, when I look at him, I just think it's a hustler. It's a dude out there making money. He knows how to fuck with people, and he knows how to make money. And, I'll get into the serious stuff. Obviously, there's more related to this, but can I just say how many people are fucking retards? And that it blows my fucking mind how dumb some people on the internet are? If a guy is filming himself for 2 minutes with his shirt off, pouring kombucha on himself and crying, he's fucking with you. But the amount of fucking soccer moms and fat-ass Tumblr-ed blue-haired dykes that were out there trying to say that this was real, that, oh my god, Onision has finally lost it, is fucking ridiculous. Wake the fuck up. It's a bit. The majority of it's a bit. Now, of course, that gets complicated once we have Mr. Hansen show up. So, from my understanding, from the bits and pieces that I've watched, and I didn't watch a lot of it because it bored the fuck out of me. But we had ex-girlfriends showing up and a lot of allegations of him flying girls out over state lines or going over state lines to places with ages of consent that were younger than legally would be possible where he was or where they were at the time. Allegations from ex-girlfriends or wives or whatever that he was abusive, verbally. I don't know if they ever said physically, but basically he was a dick and he was an asshole and he did all these terrible things. So here comes Chris Hansen. Now, Hansen had just started dipping his toe into this internet shit. He went from a respectable TV host to filing for bankruptcy and losing his house, and now he's talking about internet shit. Okay, fine. It's entertaining. It's Chris Hansen. Why wouldn't you be entertained by Chris Hansen? We're going to go from To Catch a Predator to Catch a YouTuber. That's a transition we've made. So Hansen starts talking about real basic bitch shit. First, it's the Blade stuff, because right at the moment, that was kind of a big thing. So he talked about Blade and the rape RV incident, and then he started interviewing people within the Ice Poseidon community. Maybe there's something there. So you had Kareen was one of them. You had him talking about Ice Poseidon for 1 or 2 streams. And, gaining some momentum. Somewhat interesting. Brought a few side note people on, some minor drama stuff. And then he hit on Onision. And oh boy, was Onision a fucking payday for Hansen. Because now Hansen himself, this has been gangbusters business-wise for both Onision and Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen and his original channel, again, 20,000, maybe lucky if he got 20,000 views. Go look at Hansen's channel now. 500,000 views. 500,000 views a video. He could put up a video every day and hit 500,000 views. Onision, 20,000 views. Now he's putting up videos that are 100 to 300,000 views. These two guys are making money off of this. And I'm pretty sure Chris Hansen knows that Onision is fucking around a lot of the time. But nonetheless, you have these girls coming on with their serious allegations. Oh my god, he put a dog collar on me and shit in my mouth. Or whatever fucking kinky weird shit they're into. He kept me as his sex slave. All this Onision drama. So Hansen, of course, decides to go on a road trip. I do like the fact that Hansen actually said, boy, this Onision guy's really paranoid. As he's standing outside his house with a film crew. I'd be paranoid too. If some asshole from the internet showed up with fucking 6 cameras and has been traveling from hotel to hotel to find me. I'm gonna say, yeah, that'd be a little bit weird. I also know that Onision and Mr. Repsion have their little interactions. I've seen that going back and forth. First off, I don't think Repsion, anything he's done in his videos, is out of bounds. I think he just talked about internet shit like the majority of people talk about internet shit. But where are we now? Well, Chris Hansen showing up at Onision's house. His fucking kids falling out a window. Girls are coming forward every week. He's trying to bring people to court. He filed and represented himself against Repsion and Chris Hansen, trying to get a protective order. Brilliant. It's not. He's trying to get like, oh, they're going to come and beat me. Mr. Repsion's going to hold me down and try to sell me his used socks. What am I going to do? Ridiculous shit. I saw Repsion had a video he put out, I think, earlier today, maybe yesterday. I don't have a specific hardcore timeline nailed down with these fucking people. But talking about the court, I also believe that the protective order in regards to Repsion was just Repsion himself in relation to Onision. But the difference is with the Chris Hansen one, he included his kids. He wanted that double whammy, like stay the fuck away from my children. So, yeah, obviously it's a big thing. Obviously there's shit to talk about. Of course people are going to make a fuck ton of videos about it. You're going to hear about it on a bunch of streams. But it doesn't interest me. And it doesn't interest me because for the past 6 months, I've had people bring up Onision, and to me, it's boring. I mean, I like sitting back and watching a fucking trash fire, but I don't feel any need to really jump in and participate on this one. I am more of a casual observer like the rest of you. If you want to, I mean, I can pull up the video of Chris Hansen. I think he has it up on his channel of Chris Hansen showing up at Onision's house. And I think they even have the the police phone call between Onision and his local department when Chris Hansen shows up. Now, there was leaked audio from Onision, I think his Discord server, where he's claiming that Chris Hansen said more things than their cameras recorded, making threats at his door, but they didn't show that when they edited together the video for his channel. And there's also some other stuff we need to talk about in regards to Chris Hansen and his producer. So, but this is a members-only chat. So you've got to tell me what you want. Do you want to start? Should we, as we delve into the Onision information, should we start with the Chris Hansen showing up at his house and listen to the phone call, the police phone call? And I think I can track down some of the Discord leaks. I think they might be in the Repsion video. These are the stats from Hansen's channel. This is from Onision. All right, if you compare this to what it used to be like, you get a very good idea of how well this is doing for him. I mean, thousands a day. 15,000 was the highest. This is a 2-week span. In 2 weeks, so he's getting 50,000 subscribers a week because of Onision. And view count-wise, 2.5 million views a week. So once Hansen really started to kind of focus in on Onision, it has been gangbusters for Hansen's channel. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy, but 50,000 new subscribers, 2.5 million views, it's done very well. And if you go to look at his channel itself, which I think should show up, yeah, 400,000 views, 500,000 views, 400,000 views, 1.2 million views. Like this is the golden goose. This is a goose that lays the golden egg for Mr. Hansen. This is where he's making those big boy dollars for Mr. Hansen. Let's see. We'll watch some clips of this. I want to be careful because, well, I'll get into why I want to be careful when it comes to Chris Hansen. But
What are you recording?
Hi, there's a person who's been stalking me online, and they just showed up to my house.
Okay, and they're outside now?
Yes, they're knocking on my door.
Okay. And do you know if they have any weapons?
They have a bunch of camera people, like they're YouTube stalkers.
As you watch this, it's important to remember that all the camera crews, sound guys, and attorney Mike Morris stayed on the street when I went up to knock on Henry Jackson O'Neill.
Okay, we're gonna pause it there, but that's to give you an idea. I just want you to see the amount of views he's getting, the amount of subscribers he's getting. It's really blown his fucking channel up. And in fact, even if we went, let's go look at Onision. Again, you can see with the amount of videos, I mean, come on. Every single one of them, you've got that classic fucking gotcha kind of thumbnail with the hand over the face. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Oh, how will I survive this? Watch my Minecraft video, but 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 300,000 views. Both of these guys, even with the downvotes that Onision is getting, still getting a ton of fucking attention. So, in relation to this, I mean, it's good business for the both of them. I don't know in regards to the court case if you'd call it good business or not. In fact, let me pull up a picture of Onision in his fancy Reebok sneakers. His fancy fucking Reebok sneakers as he's walking around the courtroom. There should be, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here was Onision in court today. Oh, let me try to readjust that so I can get the full picture for you guys. There you go. If you're wondering which one he is, he's the one that's the shortest. I believe that's Repsion on the far left, and that's Onision, who, just eyeballing it compared to the door frame, I think is about 4'3". He maybe should have worn heels when he went to court. I thought Repsion was a short dude. Like, I was always like, okay, Repsion's kind of a smaller guy. Onision would have to stand on a stool to look in Repsion's eyes. Like, that's how short he is. He shows up in a suit and Reeboks. It's a hell of a look. But from what I understand, the court case did not go so well for him today. Did not do very well. At least he's got a fancy suit on. He's one-upping Sargon in that regards. Oh, I'm sorry, Adidas. Oh, well, how terrible of me to get the shoe type wrong. As somebody said, they were Predators, Adidas, Reeboks, whatever they are. They're fucking sneakers. He's wearing his little big boy suit and fucking sneakers. So that's you've got this whole thing going on with Hansen. You've got this whole thing going on with Onision. At the same time, though, there's a lot of weird underhanded shit going on with Chris Hansen and his producer. Now, I've watched a bunch of videos in regards to this, and I think I have a basic idea of what's going on. I think it originates with basically fans of the To Catch a Predator subreddit, or at least a fan group dedicated to the show. They would put up their own compilations. They'd put up clips of the show. They're very supportive of Chris. And then, I'm not 100% certain why this particular producer is having such an issue with the community. But Hansen and the producers start filing copyright claims. They start taking down channels. They start threatening people. And then they kind of pulled a boogie. He threatened a bunch of people and then said he was hacked. And in his apology, when he said, "Oh, I was hacked," that wasn't me on Twitter threatening everybody. He used the same kind of language and weird phrases that the hacker would use. They're accused, the producer, I should say, is accused of doxing people, of going after critics of the show. So there's some weird shit going on with Hansen Productions. And I know Chris is having money issues. I know he's got, his condo or his mansion, whatever the fuck it is, he's getting evicted from. He's going through divorce. He's filing for maybe bankruptcy. So what lands in his lap? Well, Onision. And, everybody's loving it. Oh, my God, they're all eating it up. But at the same time, there's weird shit going on in the Hansen community, I guess, of people being attacked by the producer that works on the show. I've watched a couple of videos, and I can't attest to how honest these are, or how true they are, or how factual they are, because I'm not a part of this fucking community. But these guys are claiming that, they're getting doxxed, that their shit's getting flagged down illegally, all because this producer doesn't like them, and they're claiming that he runs scams. That he's building, he runs a service to build your own website where he basically stole it from somebody else. So there are layers, I guess. When you want to call it Onion Boy, well, this entire fucking story would be a big onion. There are multiple layers to it. You've got Onision with all his shit going on in regards to Repsion and to Hansen. You've got Hansen and all his shit going on in regards to his personal finances. And, of course, going after people, I guess, in his community. It's just one giant clusterfuck. So, I mean, yeah, I find it interesting. It is interesting. It is entertaining. But I have no interest in particularly covering it because, yeah, for like 6 months, for a year, I had people shoving it down my throat. I can't remember her name. There's one person in particular that's like, if you want to cure cancer, eat dandelions. I can't remember what her fucking name is. But she did like a bajillion videos on this guy and hated him. Her fans would constantly be throwing Onision's name at me. So it's just one of those things that I don't really have a huge interest in it. I mean, I'm sure we'll all see a fucking amazing conclusion to the Onision saga. But what that is, I could not tell you. Members chat.